I've used them both, but how do they measure up against each other? And which would I choose to use again? Let's find out. Welcome to our pineapple porch. Maybe you've noticed that the My Father's World curriculum says pre-K and the Good and the Beautiful one says preschool. Now, the Good and the Beautiful does have a kindergarten prep program, but it's super small with only 30 lessons. If you open it up, you'll see that it is comparable to what we already see in the preschool program. The difference being that it introduces some blends and the numbers go up to 15. In the back are extra activities, and they're very similar to what they have in the preschool activity folder. In the end, I decided that the preschool book was more comparable with the My Father's World pre-K program. And now let's meet our contenders. In this literal corner, we have My Father's World, an all-in-one boxed curriculum that has been loved by generations of homeschoolers. Its heavily Charlotte Mason approach is wrapped in a unit study and has a classical education mindset. The Good and the Beautiful is newer on the scene, but quickly gained popularity. It's also inspired by Charlotte Mason and classical education, but its workbook style makes it feel more familiar, like a traditional schooling approach. They emphasize beautiful illustrations and pleasant content. Let's not deceive ourselves and pretend that looks don't matter. I won't judge you, but I did judge My Father's World. It looks like it hasn't been visually updated for several decades at least. Obviously, the Good and the Beautiful is known for being lovely. So while this round does go to the Good and the Beautiful, I have to say my son was not bothered one bit by the outdated look of My Father's World, and I think there's a lesson to be had here. As you can see, both curriculums have a handy place where they list the materials that you will need during the lesson. And in both cases, the materials needed tend to be on hand or easy to get. There is no schedule for the Good and the Beautiful. You just open it up to the next lesson. The My Father's World has what at first appears to be an overwhelming spread of what you're doing for the week. In reality, it's just a handy daily guide with extra notes of how to do things. You quickly see that the activities follow a pattern every week, and it's not as scary as it seems. All that being said, more activities does mean more stuff to keep track of. Thus, in the end, I have to give user-friendliness to the Good and the Beautiful. Now, there is quite a difference in this category. In My Father's World, you focus each week on one letter, one number, etc. In the Good and the Beautiful, you can see that A is introduced in Lesson 1, and midway through Lesson 2, you're already being introduced to B. For myself, I much prefer the slow down and savor approach of My Father's World. Learning your ABCs is the meat and potatoes of these kind of curriculums. And this is one of the places that these two specific curriculums diverge a lot. There are frequent paper and pencil activities for the Good and the Beautiful that focus on letter names, lower and uppercase forms, and their sounds. They have great little songs that teach the name and the sounds of each letter. And the game folders also enforce these same principles. The goal is mastery. My Father's World tries to keep the introduction to the alphabet non-pressured. Mastery isn't expected till the next year's curriculum, and they recommend referring to the letters by their sounds instead of their names. This has actually been a much better approach for my son. They also take the time to explore each letter. When learning A, you have a sheet where you cut out and paste and trace the letter A. You make A out of Play-Doh. You have a snack that starts with A. You look for words that start with A in the pantry. You pretend to be things that start with the sound A. You collect things around the house. You get to play games and do puzzles. Your little one gets to fully explore what A sounds like and how it relates to their world. If you can't tell, My Father's World wins it for the alphabet. curriculums work on number recognition, shapes, and I'm going to include colors in this category. Here with The Good and the Beautiful, you can see the types of activities that focus on these concepts. There is some additional math work in the practice sheets packet, but none in the activities folder. My Father's World also has some student sheets that reinforce colors, shapes, and numbers, but the majority of the math work is off paper and hands-on. This you can find a book enforced number recognition and counting skills. We learned how to use 10 frames. Vehicle counters and plus pieces were used to sort, stack, count, and create patterns. Honestly, I was constantly surprised by the numerous ways these simple toys could be used. Now, I enjoyed math as a student, especially as I grew older, but I never realized how delightful introducing math to a young child could be, and that's why My Father's World wins this round. The Good and the Beautiful as a company emphasizes wholesome literature. And there are some cute poems sprinkled about, but that's pretty much it. My Father's World comes with books that are integrated into the whole year's program. Now again, I had my judgy pants on with some of these older books. But What Do People Do All Day is still my son's favorite book to read at bedtime. And The Sailor Dog made us fall in love with the author Margaret Wise Brown. So no surprise here with the winner of this round. There is a lot of controversy about if The Good and the Beautiful can be considered a Christian curriculum. In my opinion, I would just call it faith-friendly. The only things you will see about God in here are sentences like this: She loves nature. Nature is the world God made. My Father's World is the complete opposite end of the spectrum. You'll be doing daily Bible readings with this sweet little Bible. The stories are written specifically for the age. And there are simple questions at the end of each story to start a conversation. But the true Bible integration happens in the curriculum guide itself. After your Bible readings, you will be talking more in depth about biblical concepts, making related art projects, acting out portions of the story, and so much more. Every week, we listened to a song based on a Bible verse and ended up memorizing verses even though my son was so young. Character development is also a big part of this curriculum and is brought into play through several of the books. Some of our favorite memories and crafts that we did were related to our time in the Bible. Hands down, this one goes to My Father's World. Now, both curriculums have music as part of their programs. The Good and the Beautiful has songs to help memorize the sounds of the letters in the alphabet, and My Father's World has songs to help your little one memorize scripture. Looking at the YouTube shots here, you can see where I might put my judgy pants on, but both my kids loved these outdated sounding memory verse songs. In the Good and the Beautiful's workbook, we did little art type activities like making dots with white paint and Q-tips. There were also picture studies, which is very Charlotte Mason. The practice sheet packet included letter sheets to use as little craft projects. In My Father's World, we did weekly watercolor paintings and a ton of other arts and crafts projects, most of them connected to the Bible story that was read. My Father's World wins by a landslide of craft supplies. The Good and the Beautiful is unique in that it introduces rhyming. I just thought it was worth noting. Some things unique to My Father's World was its purposeful, fine, and gross motor skill activities. Now, I wouldn't have thought of these things myself, but I'm really grateful they were included in the curriculum. Not only were they fun, but I felt that it showed thought toward his whole development. Science was another aspect unique to My Father's World. We went outside and studied nature with a little magnifying glass and experimented with baking soda and vinegar. Do I even need to announce this round's winner? Some little ones will love having their own workbook that they get to write in. It's going to make them feel all grown up. For them, the little activities in the book will be just right to keep them engaged as they sit with you at a table. My Father's World will work great for a kiddo who wants to move, groove, and do all the things. They'll have lots of chances to get up out of their seat, explore outside, make crafts, play games, and read books. This is a tie for this round. Who am I to say that one learning style is better than another? For this category, I'm looking at several things. First, how long the curriculum will last me. The Good and the Beautiful has 90 lessons, which divided by 5 days is 18 weeks. Looking at reusability, the workbook and practice sheets are all consumable. Only the activity folder can be reused or resold. While the company does have some curriculum you can access for free, the preschool program is not one of them. The package for what I've shown here is $48.97. Shipping is not included and can be rather hefty. They rarely ever have any sales, but maybe that will change in the future. My Father's World is 32 weeks long, which is the average full-year curriculum length. The teacher's guide, educational toys, and books are all infinitely reusable. We still, 2 years later, are enjoying these resources. When my youngest is old enough for this program, all I'll need to purchase is a new set of student sheets. Now the price is a little tricky to pin down because they have frequent sales throughout the year on the My Father's World website. There is also a large community of people on Facebook who resell their curriculum at a discounted price. If you purchase the whole kit and caboodle from the company's website, the shipping is free. Taking all these factors into account and the sheer number of resources that come with My Father's World, I feel like this round is a tie. You get what you pay for. After careful consideration, our winner is My Father's World. We had a pleasant time with the Good and the Beautiful's preschool program, but the exploration we did and the memories we made with the My Father's World program just can't be beat. But this is just my opinion. Hopefully, after watching this video, you are better informed about what kind of curriculum would be a best match for you and your family. Let me know in the comments below what you feel makes a good curriculum. Remember, Mama, we're all in this together.